Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk about how I knew I needed to leave my toxic psycho first baby daddy. He was basically, he was controlling, uh, the mental abuse, physical, the threats. I mean, it was insane. It was insane, and I was insane for staying, but you know, you got to live and learn. So I know I needed to leave that toxic relationship when I wasn't allowed to get my hair done. So let me go into detail. So the first thing I started to notice is he didn't like me on the phone. I wasn't allowed to talk to anyone but him or my mom. I wasn't allowed to go out and get my hair done. I wasn't allowed to go out to clubs. I wasn't allowed to go to baby showers. I wasn't allowed to say hi to friends that I knew. These are all control tactics. So let me start breaking all that down. So the controlling started, it didn't start right away. I think it started kind of gradually going into controlling, like by stages. So the first time that he wanted to control me, and this was, I think it was for a club, and this was after my son was born. He said that all women that go to clubs are there to suck dick and be whores because his mom was a whore. And he said that that's what all women do. Honey, I'm not your mom. Don't compare me to that. So, me being young, dumb, and naive, thinking, oh, he loves me. He wants me all to himself. This is so good that he doesn't want me out with anyone. I'll just wait for him. I'll be a good girlfriend and listen to him and not go out. Wrong. That was the first flag that I should have looked for. Basically taking away stuff that I like to do. Going to get my hair done. Oh, you're out too long. I would physically show him the lady blowing out my hair, and he would want me to come home. If I wanted to go to a store after I got my hair done, I had to call and ask him. Flag number 2. That should have been a flag for me to get the fuck out. But I stayed like an idiot. So, third flag. These are all just bad flags. Bad flags. Third flag, I was going to a baby shower and I was like, hey, I'm just going to be there for a while. I know you don't want to go, so you could just watch my son, our son. That's his dad. And he was, oh, you don't need to be out there at baby showers too long. People are going to stare at you. What if a man tries to talk to you? All this stuff. I said, Ken, it's not that serious. It's a baby shower. Like, why, and I shouldn't even have to ask you permission to go. Of course, like a dummy, then go. I was only allowed to drop the gift off and then leave. It made no sense. Fourth red flag. So if I seen a friend or anybody from middle school, high school, and I were to say hi to them, oh, what's up from there? We were in the mall and I seen a friend from high school and I wanted to say hi, how are you doing, blah, blah, blah. So after that, after I said hi, we were walking out of the mall, going to the car. I'm like, oh, Lord, you could already tell by his face. Once we get in that car, he's going to say something. Like, whatever I did or whatever I said to that person that I said hi, I'm going to get in trouble. So got in the car, shut the door. He quiet. What's the problem? What's the problem? Oh, is that somebody you slept with? You want to suck them off? Huh? Because I said hi? That's somebody that I went to high school with. I haven't even seen them in years. And people that act like that, it's something wrong with them because they're the ones cheating. They're the ones that are always questioning what somebody else is doing because they're doing that shit. Ain't no way if somebody said hi to that person, that means you want to suck them off. Mentally wrong. Something was mentally wrong. I don't even know what flag I'm on because there's so many. Red flag number 5. I wasn't allowed to use the phone. The phone that I paid for my phone bill. The only person I could talk to was my mom. If I did not give him my phone to search and look, oh, it's World War VIII. He will go ballistic. He will go crazy. He would say that he needs to check my mail, my inbox, any social media. I mean, anything, which go ahead. I don't have a problem with it. But no. Why? I'm not your child. I should be able to look at my phone, do what I want to do on my phone, But like a dummy, I thought it was love. Okay. I would have to put my phone away. And that's why every time I would come back to work from the weekend, people would be like, dang, Jade, you must have been with your baby daddy. You wasn't able to talk to us. My point. Isolation. Once that person starts isolating you, run. Because it's just going to go downhill from there. And that's it, just kept going downhill from there. I wasn't allowed to go to clubs. I wasn't allowed to go to parties. I wasn't allowed to go to anything that had men. So that's basically everything in America. Anything that had the other person, male, not female, male, I was not allowed to be around that. And like I said, that person, something was mentally wrong with him, clearly. He needed help, and I don't think he was getting the help that he needed. And he didn't want to take advice from people to get that help. He just wanted to sit there and control me. So at that time, once he started putting all those rules and telling me not to do this, not to do that, I wanted to listen to him. I wanted to please my man. Every day I woke up, I didn't want to make him upset. And who has to live like that? That's not a life to live. Who wants to live waking up and making sure you don't make somebody upset because you cough, you sneeze too hard? Like, clearly, that's what it almost was. I had to do, it was a dictatorship. He was a psychotic, crazy person. And the thing about people like that, they would always make you think that something is wrong with you and you need to change it. If nothing's wrong with you, what the hell? I don't even know what I'm saying. If nothing is wrong with you, then you're perfectly fine. But that was never the case with me. Everything was always wrong with me. He would make me feel like I'm literally the littlest piece of crap, dog shit on the floor. That's how little he would make me feel. He would make me feel like I am garbage, trash, everything you could think of in the world that's a nasty name. That's how he would make me feel. I was about 100, 115, 120 pounds, stressing, making sure he wasn't cheating while I'm just sitting here in a freaking house all day with my son. He didn't want me to work. That's another red flag. He didn't want me to work. And I was like, well, why? Why not? Why can't I work? Oh, I want to take care of you. I really don't want you going out to work. Once again, control. He didn't want me going out to work. He didn't want me talking to my coworkers. He didn't want me mingling with anyone. It could be a 50-year-old cashier. He would not want me to talk to that person. He said that is not a good girlfriend. You're supposed to do what I say. As a man is supposed to take care of a woman. Granted, yes, that's correct to an extent. Once you have to depend on that man for money, it's going to be a whole nother psycho. It's going to be a whole, like, he already controlled everything. What you want to do? Control what underwear I'm going to put on tomorrow? Like, no. I continue to keep working because I said, no, I don't think that's a good idea. I said, I still want to have my own money. Like, I wouldn't want to have to keep asking you for money. If we get into an argument, you're going to say, hey, you can't have any money. No, I'm not about to deal with that. I'm a grown woman. You already got me sitting up in the house looking like an idiot, not talking to anyone, not going to baby showers, not getting my hair done. You're not about to take away my money. Like, that's my freedom. And so he had me thinking about it. I was like, oh, yeah, that might be cool. And then I started thinking, well, that means, damn, I won't have anywhere to go. I can't even socialize with coworkers because he took away everyone from me. He took away everything from me. And I think that is the biggest red flag is when they isolate you from your family and friends and things that you used to love. He even wanted me to stop talking to my family, and that's where I had to draw the line. He said, I am your man, and you're supposed to listen to me, and your family does not matter. He said, that's not who you made a baby with. That's not who you're sleeping with. That's not who you're dating. And I said, oh, hold on, buddy. That's my family. They brought me into this world. They've been here for me since day one, buddy. Anytime I needed anything, my family's been there for me. So for you to try to take them away from me like they're some strangers, I knew them before you. Like, come on, get it together. I knew them before you. So who are you to try to take my family and say that I have to listen to you, decide with you, everything has to be you? It doesn't work like that. And that's when I started to realize something was mentally wrong. And I think that's the way he grew up. And so I think he thought it was okay. And it was not okay. So once I started seeing that he didn't want me to work, He would take my vehicle, and I would have to sit in the house with nothing. I wasn't allowed to ask where he was. I wasn't allowed to ask when he's coming back. I just had to sit there and wait like a good little girl, basically. So once I started, because that starts wearing and tearing on you. Like, I couldn't do it anymore. Once I started kind of fighting back or talking back or saying, no, I don't want to do this, or he got mad. And that what makes them crazier. That's when you really need to leave, is when you start saying you don't want to do what they want you to do. That's when you need to bounce, because they don't like people telling them no. Scorpios, that's what he was. And my other baby daddy is a Scorpio as well. He's just as crazy. That's the one that likes to put his hands on me. So I got out of that relationship, and because it wasn't healthy for me. It wasn't healthy waking up once again, like I said, making sure that I can make him happy, making sure that he would not be mad at me, making sure that I didn't say the wrong words to trigger him to be mad at me for the rest of the day. Who wants to live like that? Every day I woke up, I was in anxiety. Like, I didn't feel good. Like, every day I thought something bad was going to happen. And to touch on that, I wrote my parents, and I actually found it in their, when I came over here, I found it in their like birth certificate, social security briefcase. I gave them a note, and it was a big letter. And I said, hey, if anything ever happens to me, dead, killed, you can't find me, missing, he did it. And I went back and I read that letter not too even long ago, and I was like, wow, I really wrote this letter. Like, if something happened to me, he did it. And I was still going to him. That's how you know my mind was gone. I was already lost in the sauce, because if someone had to write a letter like that, you need to leave that person. If anybody has to give that to their family members, a letter to say if they're dead or missing, or if something happens, he did it, you need to get away from that person as fast as possible. And thank God I did, because I probably wouldn't be here telling this story right now. So please, ladies and gentlemen, get out of toxic relationships. Life, you only got one life to live. You only have one life to live, especially if you have kids. Get out of it, because, and that's what kind of, once my son started getting older, I was like, oh no, I gotta leave. He's starting to see his dad talk to me like crap, basically me not having a backbone, and look like an idiot all the time. Basically, look like an idiot all the time. And I was like, you know what? I gotta level up. I gotta get out of this. Like, I can't keep living like this. If I keep living like this, I probably would die. Die from him, die from stress, die from anything. That's how I felt. And so I had to get out of that. I had to basically wake up and say, hey, self, you're better than this. Look at you. You're a beautiful black woman. You got your head on your shoulders. I had a lot of stuff going for me, and I basically let that all just fall to the wayside because of a man. A man is a powerful thing. They are powerful things. And once somebody gets in your head, it's very hard to get them out. It took me years, and my parents would keep telling me, leave him alone, leave him alone. He's not good for you. Oh, shut up, I love him. That was what I was doing. Like, I was going in thunderstorms with my car twisting around, ice on the floor, slipping, just to get to him, because he said come. He wanted me there. If I did not come there, he was going to be upset. And that's no way to live. I couldn't do it anymore. So those are all the steps. So that's why I said isolation is the biggest red flag. Once they want you isolated or only to yourself, it's not because they love you. It's not because they only want you to their self. They want you isolated so they can control you. They control your mind, your every move, wherever you go, who you talk to, what you watch, where, see. I mean, literally, he controlled everything. And that was my first true love. Like, I love this man. Still on the back of my neck, Chad, I need to get it covered up. I loved him with all my heart. I did. And I really thought that was love. Like, his mom would say, shut up, you stupid spoiled bitch. He loves you. Girl, don't you know that's just love? When he say mean stuff, he don't mean it. So yeah, now I see why he acted the way he did. His mom, clearly. Something is not all up there. So once again, please don't stay. Please leave before you get injured, hurt, anything, because that's not living. That's not living to be isolated to one person and not be able to do all the stuff that you wanted to do, that stuff that made you happy. Once they start taking away stuff that made you happy, you're going to start losing yourself. And please don't lose yourself to a man that's insecure, because a person will only allow you to do what you let them to do, because that's beyond insecure what he was doing to me. I don't even know what that was, but like I said, I would never go back. Ain't nobody, ain't no man, ain't no nothing on this earth gonna make me ever get like that. My mind is too strong. I won't do it, and I will never look back. But it's a living and it's a learning experience, and I am, crazy as it sounds, happy to have went through that, to know that that's nothing that I would ever want to get in my life, for my daughter, for myself, for anyone that I'm close with. But at the same time, you can't tell anybody to get out of that. Somebody's going to want to get out of that when they're ready to. And that's what I learned. I was ready to get out when I wanted to. When somebody else is yelling in your ear, telling you to get out, get out, get out, that's not, you can't listen to that, because you're like, oh, that person's just trying to tell me what to do. They're trying to control me also. And I want my own mind. But at the same time, enough is enough. Once I felt that he was not going to change, it didn't matter what he said or did, he was still going to be the same way. I got out. Like, out of there. So, once again, ladies and gentlemen, please be strong. Stay out of toxic relationships that are not good for you. You are beautiful. You are blessed. Stay stress-free and stay sucker-free. All right, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.